皆さんこんにちは。いつも見てくださってありがとうございます。KachokTVのちなです。今現在は京都の大きな祭りに来ておりまして、祇園祭りです。今日はですね、ここに本当に多くの外国の方が来てまして、彼らにインタビューしていこうと思ってます。Let's go! So guys, what are your names?
My name is Andrea.
Steffi.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from, guys?
Italy.
Italy? And are you traveling in Japan now?
Yes, yes, for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
And how long have you been here already?
Kyoto, 4 days.
Yeah.
4 days?
Yes.
And before that? What did you...
It's the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before Kyoto, we have been to Kanazawa, also very recommended.
And
Yeah.
Tokyo.
And tell me about your trip. What is your plan?
So now, I mean, this is last night here in Kyoto. Tomorrow we're heading to Osaka, a couple of days. Then I guess we'll go to Hiroshima. And then we still have to decide the last 10 days, so we're still
Yeah.
open. So
We decided to do it very spontaneous, and we planned just a little piece of the whole trip, and the rest we let everything open. So for spontaneous, and maybe we like very much a place and we want to stay a couple of days more.
Why did you decide to come to Japan?
I mean, I was dreaming about Japan since I was a kid, so it was like a dream of a life. So, and now, I mean, after working a little while, we're able to save some money, and so it was about time now, especially after COVID, so it was the right time.
Yes, we do every year, so a long trip, and this year it was his choice, so he chose Japan, so it was okay, so it's like go big, so yeah, we did, and we are happy to be here.
Finally, it became easier to come here, right? So because the borders got open.
Yes.
So,
Now this year was easy. I mean, now after all the restrictions were lifted, this year was easy. I mean, also with COVID, no specific requirements. So I guess it was the first year that was so easy.
Definitely
Potentially
was the first year.
Yeah, also it's not a beginner level Japan, I guess. It's more like intermediate, because I guess everything is so efficient, so it's actually easy to go through. So if you have like the right apps, so to go around, but yeah, so it's completely another world, and everything so is very typical, and sometimes so if you don't know how to move, so it could be very challenging, I guess. Yeah.
But it's part of the travel, I would say.
Yeah, the adventure.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it makes it. Yeah.
So guys, so far, what is the thing that impressed you the most about Japan?
The temples.
Oh,
I mean, I love them, especially here in Kyoto, so many of them, and also very close one to the other one, and they're amazing, really. So they're really, really nice. This part, I mean, that's the part that probably impressed me the most. Also, how the ancient tradition live together with the rest of nowadays life. So I guess for me, so far, it has been the best part to see this.
Is there something in particular where you felt that?
To be honest, I don't know. Here in Kyoto, I guess almost everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere. So, I mean, all the temples are... How was the name of that big temple that we went on top? I don't remember the name. It was
Kiyomizu-dera?
No,
Now
because
they
we
are
Kodaiji?
Yes,
could
yes.
be.
Or
That
maybe
one was
Kodaiji.
impressive, but because it was one of the first here.
Sorry, so for the pronunciation, it's very difficult to remember all the
We're not
names.
very good with Japanese, to be honest.
Kinkakuji,
I love
yeah. We actually rent a bike. We rent a bike here, so and then we rode until the Arashiyama, and then
We
to
came back.
Kinkakuji. So it was actually a very nice experience
God, I love
to browse
that
around
place.
with bikes. Yes.
Like it has such a magic vibe.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't
So
know,
nice.
like it's all in the details.
Yeah.
Like what I've learned about Japan before coming, or actually no, in Japan I've learned about Japan, that like the Japanese beauty is in the details.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Like it's really
Yes.
small, like from some, like the Japanese garden, for example, the stones.
All
from
the Zen
every-
gardens,
yeah,
they're
like,
amazing.
From
Yeah,
every
absolutely.
angle, you can see one stone.
I know.
And,
It's
like, that's, like, so
an
crazy.
artificial nature, so it's really like
Yeah.
this because it looks everything so actually pure, but it's man-made, and that's
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
And for us Italian, so maybe it's a bit of a culture bias to being like in this situation, so where you have a lot of people around, but everyone is so aware of the other one
Oh, yeah,
nearby,
yeah,
that actually, for example, so in Italy you would have go so
It's
shoulder and
complicated,
shoulder
okay.
like in every,
Obvious
yeah,
people,
yeah. But so I'm still in awe every time I cross the street and like nobody touches me, so even on the shoulder, so even
Yeah, that's really interesting. Also, like in the train, right? Like
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
usually, I feel like in other countries you just see like shoulder to shoulder
Indeed,
to each
indeed.
other.
Indeed,
And
so
here it's not.
this is
Also here you know
awareness.
exactly the carriage, where to wait for your carriage and your seat, and then you wait somebody that cleans the train. So it's,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's just like they invented efficiency, but it's really on another level with Japan. Yeah.
Have you tried Japanese food already?
Yes, yes.
What's your favorite?
I mean, I love ramen, but I also from trying it abroad. But of course, here it's better. So we had ramen like 30 minutes ago. So
yes.
Ramen is good.
despite it's very warm, but what do you do? I mean, you cannot only eat ice cream despite it's warm.
How is it compared to pasta?
It's a different kind of pasta, but I love them, to be honest. I mean, I love them both. I love them both, absolutely. For me, it's a different kind because
Yeah,
ramen
the
is very
concept,
wet.
the
It's with a
concept
soup.
is similar,
But
but
the concept is
completely such a complete.
And especially the
Different.
udon, so the thick one. I love them because they remind me of an Italian specific kind of pasta, which I love, which is called pici. But we eat them dry, so with a sauce, but not with a broth. But still, I love them both. So, yeah.
So have you guys taken pictures of this festival already?
A little bit, just a little bit around, yes. Not specific pictures because we came from the other side, so we just entered here, so like
We just
50 meters, but yeah, we
Oh,
took
oh.
some pictures.
So can you show us like any pictures that you took in Japan and you
Yeah.
kind of like?
He's the photographer. I'm more the videographer. So like we
Or
share
pictures
the,
and videos.
No,
That's
I
fine.
mean, last one is pictures of the geisha inside
Yeah.
here.
Like we were also trying to take it,
So I was
and
taking-
like we saw yours, and it was better.
Not the best, really. It's just like a mobile phone. And then I took videos of the
Oh yeah.
so where they were
Like,
serving
this
tea.
is so fascinating. Like
Yeah.
I really loved it. We live in Tokyo,
Okay.
but we came here just yesterday for this
For the
festival.
Matsuri.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like I don't know, it's so cool. I don't know.
You have a
It's very,
YouTube
very cool.
channel.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Okay, no, that.
So here they were serving tea. It's quite a long video.
Oh, this is really cool. So have you gone to the temple already? Shrine?
one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we just went.
Did
A
you
lot
eat
of
some?
food stalls.
Yeah.
No, we actually ate in an izakaya so before, but
And we
there's
didn't
a
know.
lot.
So now we were there. We were like, oh, okay, we
Oh,
could have had
you're
dinner
cool.
here. But
like
it's okay.
free food and we miss it. So what's wrong with us?
So
Well, maybe tomorrow we can still have it.
yeah, but we're leaving tomorrow morning. So
Oh.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
find something in Osaka, but
Yeah.
no festival. But it's okay.
Okay. All right, guys. It was so fun talking to you.
Also for
and-
us, a huge pleasure. So enjoy your time in Kyoto as
You
well. if
too,
go to Tokyo.
guys. So my name is Christina. What are your names?
Hi, I'm Luna. I'm Bretta. Suvi. And I'm Kata.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Hungary. Finland. Also Finland. And Germany.
You're so international. How did you meet each other?
We are all exchange students here in Kyoto.
Oh.
So we met in university or our dorm
Oh, which university?
at Doshisha University.
Toshisha. Oh. And what are you doing here? Gion.
We're just checking out the Matsuri.
How is it so far?
There's a lot of people, definitely.
Yeah.
I think the vibe here is really nice.
So when have you arrived?
To this Matsuri,
Yeah.
we'd be for 6, so been here
So
like
it's been like an
2
hour.
hours. Yeah.
What have you done so far?
We ate some street food. It was really tasty.
Oh, by the way, so how long have you been in Japan in general?
We all came here in March this year.
March.
Yes.
And why? Why Japan?
Who wants to answer that? It's a very difficult question. I guess for most of us, Japanese culture is very unique, so we were interested in getting to know more the people in the country. Yeah, and it kind of relates to our studies, or at least mine. So
and some of us are like learning the language also.
For instance, in December, I will make also language exam in Japanese, and I really like the culture, especially the animation. So not the anime itself, I really like to draw pictures also, and I realized Japan is really professional in it. So basically, I love animation so much and the culture.
So, and after living in Japan since March, is there something that you find like interesting or like surprising about the culture?
Surprising. I don't know, like it's my first time here. I didn't travel here before moving here for studying, but based on what I had heard from other people, it's been pretty much the same as I had imagined. So like nothing has been a huge shock.
Like
to
what
me.
kind of things have you heard before coming?
What kind of things have I done before?
Like what expectations did you have?
What do I even have?
Did you have
I think I came here without too much expectations, but I was prepared for sort of. How do you explain it? Does anyone have like a quick answer in mind?
Maybe I already like knew about it, but maybe the contrast between kind of old-fashioned and like conservative Japan, and then the more futuristic Japan, and maybe when we are living here in Kyoto, it's a bit more obvious the traditional conservative and like the difference between like how people dress up here and are like maybe more
Like a bit
put
more
together.
conservative. Yeah. People are very fashionable here, I would say, on average.
Okay, so let me change the question. So, what is the thing that impressed you the most in Japan?
Impressed us the most.
Maybe like the general kindness of people and like the polite politeness isn't that surprising, but like the like kindness and people like help a lot
And the
try.
respect also, like here generally, also the lowest person gets so huge respect, which actually in Europe I never, like in Hungary I never experienced it.
What do you mean?
So for instance, in like parking places, there is a person who always like operates the parking. Usually, if something like that would exist in Hungary, they even wouldn't thank you for the service. But here, sometimes I see some of the Japanese people even saying thank you for the person just to make the service itself. And it impressed me so much. Like the respect itself is existing here.
Yeah, that's very nice. So, what is your plan for the rest of your exchange experience?
To finish our finals and final assignments with honor, good grades maybe, but also to be able to discover a bit of Japan a little bit more, because like we've been to some prefectures other than Kyoto as well, but I would like to see more still, because I really like it here.
Yes, mainly traveling, seeing as much before we go back. Yes.
So, if you could bring anything back to your country, anything material or non-material, what would you like to?
Melon pan.
It's good, yeah.
I would say maybe some of the values what is existing here. So as I mentioned, the respect, also the service, like this service culture should be existing in Europe, I would say. Like that's not normal, as I go to the Lidl, for instance, and they are just so fast that I'm dying. I even don't have time to pay. Basically, they are also rude with me, and they are just completely angry in Europe that why you can pay that fast, why you can pack that fast, because the other is there. Here, I go to Lawson, they ask like, do you want to have the plastic bag? I say yes, and even they pack it for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just
That's
find
really
this,
rare, yeah.
that kind of service should be existing in the Western also. And as I said, there are some values, like the relationships itself, friendships are more deepened in my opinion. So of course it's a long process, and if you are not get used to it, to the long process, definitely you won't like it. But deepening a relationship, in my opinion, is really important, and that's actually existing here.
Yeah. I think that's really rare.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great point. So, would you like to bring anything back?
Maybe the nature.
Oh,
Japan really got me more into hiking, walking in general. Like I also have that in Germany where I'm coming from, but I think in Japan it's a different vibe. So
how is it different?
like it doesn't matter where you go to. It can be like a lonely place in the forest. We'll always have like shrines and kind of I don't know, Shinto and Buddhistic like symbols and things, and that's just very beautiful to see.
And that like when you go hiking, there's so many elderly people, and they always like
Say hi.
Like, hi.
I also feel like in Japan, wherever you go, like to the nature, it's always like organized. I mean, like it's not like wild drinks.
Yeah.
Totally, you always have like the fences and like the roads, so it's very like developed.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It's like a positive and negative thing at the
Oh,
same
yeah,
time,
yes.
because I feel a bit restricted here, because like there's like a borders where you can go and
Yeah, but you can still go to very wild places. It's just that there's no infrastructure and you need a car to go there.
yeah, that's true.
But there's so many places you can go like without any, just on the train or a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very accessible going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
nature,
yeah.
because like from our dorm, for example, if we want to hike a mountain, it doesn't even take an hour to get to the nearest mountain. But where we're from, it would take like days, because we don't have mountains in Finland. So like, of course, but like nature is very accessible. I like that as well.
So, and this is the last question. What do you want to see here at this festival?
What do you want to see at this festival?
Or like your impressions so far about this festival? Like anything you like about it?
Okay, mainly what I see so far, so that's my first day here, there are so much traditional things, and definitely because there are a lot of traditional things, that's my aim, to get more into Japanese bunka, like folk culture. Like for instance, behind us, like there is the maiko thing, and I'm
so
just
many
impressed.
people are
I'm completely impressed how they are looking like. Like I heard about it, of course I saw so much videos about them, but like seeing them is just for me more really impressive.
Yeah.
Also the Japanese music, so I really want to get into the Japanese culture more through this festival.
Yeah, I feel like maikos, like when you look at them, you just feel like the history of like many centuries, and it's really like so impressive. You feel like, wow, it's been here like
And that
for
one I can relate.
so
I
many
just got
years, yeah.
impressed seeing them. I just got
Like it's kind of hard to imagine like that people like 1,000 years ago were probably like doing the same.
Exactly.
Like it's crazy.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
I probably today I want to hear more music.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I want to see the lights. The lanterns are really looking nice. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for the sun to go all the way down. It's gonna be very pretty. I
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I think we came for the vibe, and
Oh, yeah,
we got
true.
a lot of that so far. I guess I like a lot of people in yukata, male as female. We have one here, so I hope
Yeah,
we
it's
see
so pretty.
more people in traditional clothes today.
Okay, thank you, girls. It was really nice and fun talking to you.
Japan really got me more into hiking. Japan really got me more into hiking.
皆さん、ここでは今回の動画を終わりにしようと思ってます。どうでしたか？ぜひコメントで教えてください。私は今から三味線の音楽を楽しみながら、この祇園祭りでまだ何があるか探索していきます。じゃあまた次会おうね。バイバイ。